Good morning, Spartan Update. My name is Michael Terry. It is March 9th. It is looking a little rainy out. I don't know. Still haven't seen any rain yet, but it does look like it's coming. I'm here with my boy Ryan Giorgio
Hello.
and Justin McMahon. Introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, what's up?
I'm Justin McMahon, as spoken about previously.
I'm Ryan. You guys, if anyone watches the podcast, they probably
he's
know
been
because
on it a
I've been on
couple
every
times.
one. So, what's
Got
up,
it.
guys? How we doing?
Got a new beautiful face in me.
Yeah.
Looking a little scared. I don't know.
No, Mike's face kind of new.
Gang.
I don't know.
All right, first subject. Let's talk about some aliens. How we do we think they're real?
Oh boy. Okay.
This is a tough subject, so.
You gave me a second to think about this now. But
Justin, what do
I
you
think
think?
probably. I don't know.
I think just it has to be just based off odds.
I agree.
Yeah, there's too many.
There's too many planets and universes to not be any other life. That's how I look at it.
But what if we're the only planet that has the recipe for life? Like it has to be. There's a lot of things that have to come together
Yeah.
for intelligent life to take place.
Well, what if there's like a fruit fly on like Jupiter? Like we just don't
I
see.
don't know how it got
That
there.
could be an alien. It's like that's.
Well, I don't think Jupiter has any life because Jupiter's a giant ball of flaming gas.
Yeah, flaming gas. That.
is killer to any kind of life at all. So,
Yeah, but maybe there's aliens that grew up in it. They're
but
used
how
to
would
it.
you?
Yeah,
it's not-
like-
there's no solid ground on Jupiter.
They could fly. What if they have wings?
Wouldn't we have seen them by now?
We can't. We've never been there. We don't know.
Never been.
I don't know if we could get that close to Jupiter.
Can we get a satellite close to Jupiter and then
Probably could. It would take
and
years. Though.
study that?
Sounds like a job for someone else.
I don't know. I feel like if there were life on another planet, it would not be one inside our solar system.
I don't know. I feel like in our solar system there definitely could be life. Because
That's a really small sample size. You realize how big the universe is?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
I think
I
Pluto
feel like-
has life, and
Out
that's
of all
why.
planets?
That's why the
Pluto's way
government
too cold. No?
declassified Pluto as a no longer planet because there's people on it.
There's people.
There's not people, but there's aliens up on Pluto.
I don't know.
What if there are people on another planet, like just like us?
I feel like there are.
There are Earth-like planets around the universe.
I
Like,
know.
There's the, astronomers, the guys who study the planets.
Mm.
They give each planet like a habitable score,
Mm-hmm.
like based on like a ranking based on how habitable it was. And there was a planet like really, really far away that actually had a more habitable environment than Earth does.
I bet you in a couple thousand years we'll be moving there.
Yeah, I don't know about maybe a couple thousand. Yeah, I don't know
Couple
how we're gonna
hundred-
travel
couple
across the
hundred thousand?
universe because it's like thousands of light years away. So.
Yeah.
You never know. Elon Musk could create something.
That would make us
That
like
could
it's
get
like
us there.
hyperspace from Star Wars. too,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about 2,000 years. I feel like it would have to be longer than that. No.
Would
No,
you
definitely-
take
definitely
a
longer than
2-year
that.
trip on like a big plane that's kind of like a cruise ship in order to go live on a different planet?
Hell yeah.
Does it move at the same speed as a cruise ship?
No, it takes 2 years, and you're on like a big boat,
Oh,
but it's a
okay.
A
spaceship.
big spaceship.
It takes 2 years, but where am I going?
You're going to this planet that we're talking about.
Okay.
We're going to fake Earth.
Can I
Firth.
come back if I don't like it?
Firth.
We're going to Firth, and it's gonna be another 2 years from Firth to Earth.
Okay.
It would be another 2 years back if you want to come.
It's like,
Ooh.
oh crap, I forgot my phone charger.
Imagine.
I think I would.
Shit, man. Yeah, I'd probably do it for 4 years.
Think about it. It's a whole nother place. Why wouldn't you? You know,
Yeah, I mean, 4 years is not like.
Earth isn't the best
I
place.
could go
to be
there
right
and come
now, I'm
back
not
and
gonna
be
lie.
22. You know, like.
True.
I wouldn't be like a terrible. I guess I would miss all of college.
True. Maybe you go after.
But like
college.
seeing a new planet, like I don't know, man.
I think I would rather.
I think I would be brought much greater wisdom by seeing a new planet than I would by going
I
to
agree.
college.
Could also find stuff to make you rich.
That's true. What if it's like one of those
What if
planets
there's
that, like,
gems just
'cause-
everywhere?
Yeah, exactly. There's planets that around the solar system that are like covered in diamonds and gold, and like on Venus it rains like some crazy valuable substance. I forget what it is. And there's
Probably
like
something
planets
like-
where it's just covered in stuff here would be super valuable. So you could probably get a bunch of that from going there.
On Earth, it rains dirty water.
That's true.
Yeah. And gas.
Does it rain gas?
Yeah.
How- in what
Acidic
way?
rain? What's acidic rain?
Yeah. It's gas.
Acidic rain's not gas, is it?
Yes, it is. It's gas that turned into like a liquid.
It's gotta be. What's acidic rain?
I don't know what exactly. I've never even like you hear about acid rain, but you never hear about it actually happening.
I've heard it happen.
To who? When?
Out
In,
in
like,
the
China?
West. No, out in the West. Kills crops and stuff.
Acid rain is not in the way I'm thinking of
Dude,
it then. I'm
look.
thinking of like melt your skin acid rain.
Yeah, like sci-fi.
That's
movie.
a little.
Like
That's a
yeah,
little
like sci-fi movie acid rain. Like it burns your skin off when it touches you, kind of acid rain. And then you have to like hide inside, but it's like melting all the ceilings away.
Yeah.
Acid rain. Where does it occur? Most common in the northeastern United States
That's
and
us.
Eastern Europe.
We're in the epicenter.
Of acid rain.
Of
I'm
acid
surprised
rain.
I've never witnessed acid rain before.
High levels of nitric and sulfic acids.
Will it melt my skin?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I don't
Your
think
skin
it
would
doesn't
I
be-
look
feel like if it
doesn't
did,
look
we
like
would
it.
notice it by now, considering
Yeah.
it probably has happened once
Probably
or
would
twice, and
hurt,
we just
yeah.
never have realized it. But if we're because
It's
if
more
we're,
common in fog. That's what it says. So
I guess that makes sense. We get fog sometimes here though.
yeah.
I haven't seen fog in a minute.
Dude, I was driving up to Virginia Tech the other day. The worst fog storm I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't drive. Like, my mom made me drive, and I was going 10 miles an hour. It was awful.
Scary stuff.
You went to go see Virginia Tech. What did you? I went to go see it. What did you think of it?
I liked it.
Really?
I mean, I think it's a little big, but...
I didn't.
You didn't like it, really?
No, all the buildings look the exact same.
Really?
And also, I didn't get in anyway, so. you
Yeah,
know.
I got waitlisted, so I don't
Yeah.
really care.
So I also got waitlisted. So yeah.
It's alright.
But I didn't like it because all the buildings were gray and like made of
Yeah,
stone.
they all look kind of, like, older, but I don't know.
It's not. It's I don't mind older looking buildings, but they looked the same. Like all
Yeah.
of them looked the same, just in different shapes.
Yeah.
Same material, same like style. You know, it was kind of weird, and I gave me a weird vibe, like a
Yeah.
mental asylum kind of vibe.
I didn't catch that, but I don't know.
No, it seemed like one of those things where like on the surface level everything's like perfectly fine, and then like you dig
Yeah,
further
it
into it,
probably
and like
is
there's
just
like
not-
some messed up stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't like that. I went down there to see a bunch of other stuff too. I saw South Carolina's campus and I saw Clemson's campus, and I liked both of those way
Yeah.
more.
No, those are nice. 'Cause those are South schools. They're nice.
Yeah. Well, I know where I'm going already, so
Where you going?
I'm going to University of South Carolina.
Oh,
now,
you are?
So yeah.
Where
Where
you
you-
going?
I don't know. I might join Ryan in South Carolina. I might go
Oh,
to
did
Penn
you
State.
got in there?
Yeah.
Is it like one of your top choices?
Yeah, it's Penn State or South Carolina.
Oh, that was my choice too. It's Penn State or South Carolina. I
Good
chose South
decisions.
Carolina because I like South Carolina better than I like Pennsylvania. So.
So I went up for the whiteout, Penn State, Michigan. It was
Electric.
It was a frigid day, I'll tell you, but it was.
That's why I want to go down south. I'm
It was
sick
a
of this
great
cold.
environment. So it's either, do I want to go see a Penn State football game or do I want to be in the warm
Yeah, I
all
get
the
it.
time?
South Carolina's football team's not bad either, to be fair.
Yeah, they're not. But
They're not.
Didn't they just get what's his
they
name?
got Spencer
Like,
Rattler.
Yeah, Spencer Rattler just transferred there.
He's. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him.
It's better than whoever the who was
Oh,
that quarterback
definitely
before?
better, definitely.
Keaton Slovis was his name, I
I
think.
don't know.
And then he transferred to
He
Pitt.
transferred. Yeah.
Yeah.
He transferred to Pitt. He's going to be Kenny Pickett's successor, I think.
I don't know.
Attempt to be.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
it's Nick Patty, the backup QB for years. He's a beast.
I don't follow college football that closely, so I mean,
Never heard of Nick Patty either.
Nick Patty, really?
Not
He's a
close
beast.
with the Pitt guys.
it's a funny name
Yeah.
though.
Nick Patty's a beast.
I only follow
He's
like
from Jersey.
the top prospects. That's about it. So, and especially this year because Kenny's in the draft.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be good in the NFL?
Shit, I hope so. Shoot, I hope so.
I did it
Going
before
down.
too. Danny, you missed one before, but I also cursed. All right, cool. Let's
Better
just.
say. And
All right.
yeah, so I hope he does good in the NFL. mean,
I don't know. I talked to all of my friends are really into football. I talked to Grady about it, and Grady is like convinced that he's going to be terrible in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Damn.
And Grady's a Panthers fan, so like there's a decent chance he ends up with Kenny as his quarterback.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't want him. I want what did he say he wanted? I think he said he wanted Desmond Ritter.
Oh my God!
Bro,
what is wrong
what?
with Grady?
What is his picks?
I don't know. Well, to be fair, like he's kind of desperate. The Panthers have not had a QB in it since 2015 with Cam Newton. So
Well, Sam Darnold started off 3-0.
yeah, and then after that he
Looked
fell off a
promising for
cliff.
3 weeks.
He was so good for like the first 6 weeks, and then
Then went back to Sam Darnold.
yeah, then he went back to Sam Darnold. He fell apart. I don't know
Well-
what happened, but
Once a Jet, always a Jet.
yeah, true.
Agreed.
He's cursed like that.
Unfortunately.
What do you guys think Malik Willis is gonna get taken before Kenny in the draft?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I hope he does.
It depends on the team.
No, they have him going so high. I don't know why.
A lot of mock drafts have Malik Willis going at 2 to the Lions.
Yeah, I keep seeing
That
that
would
too.
be-
I'm like, what?
But
Like,
I don't think the Lions can take a quarterback right now. Like they need so
No,
much other
they-
stuff, and they have
I
like
don't know,
Jared
they
Goff's like
need-
serviceable.
yeah,
They need so much other help. Like they should really probably be taking like Aiden Hutchinson,
probably, yeah.
or and then
I've
taking
seen,
a
I've
corner.
seen Aiden Hutchinson going too, so I don't know.
I've seen Evan Neal going 1.
I hope Evan Neal goes 1. He's a generational talent.
You
And
think
when-
so?
Offensive line, probably the most important part of an offense behind quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, yeah. There's so many spots to fill. You know.
You got to protect Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was getting murdered all of this year.
He was getting killed.
I felt so bad for him too, because like he clearly has talent, and he's just been put into such a bad situation.
Like, imagine him and Joe Burrow switched.
Yeah, he'd probably be
Like,
pretty good.
Yeah, he'd probably be, if not better.
Yeah.
Also-
It's just terrible. He's got no one to throw to, no protection, no defense. Like,
I mean, he's got Tavon Austin as one of his receivers.
yeah, dude.
It's never good.
Maybe the Jags draft a receiver.
I remember watching him in college. Holy.
You think
He
the
was different.
the
He
Jags
was
trade
different.
down, draft a receiver?
They won't trade now.
No, they wouldn't.
I think
They can get a ton of value if they did.
They could.
They could, but would they? I
don't
feel like
know.
they're gonna try
they
and
do really
catch a
need
free
I
agent.
guess DJ Chark will be coming back from his injury.
DJ Chark's a free agent.
Oh, true. They're not going to re-sign him. So they don't have any receivers. Who's their best receiver?
LaVisca Chenault.
Laviska Chanel. He's terrible. I'm
Or
sorry.
Marvin Jones, probably.
And Marvin Jones is like 32.
It's the Jaguars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
just
be fair, yeah. I thought Antonio Brown was going to sign with the Jaguars. He still might, I guess.
I mean, he definitely could, but I don't know.
Because
I don't know
I
what
feel like
he's doing.
Antonio Brown's kind of desperate for teams.
He just
right
wants to play.
now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, a wide receiver desperate team like the Jags and a receiver desperate for time like Antonio Brown would kind of work out.
I don't know what he's doing lately.
Antonio Brown, there's a rumor that he's going to team up with Kanye West and they're going to buy the Broncos.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I heard the Mannings might buy the Broncos too.
Really?
Like all of the like Eli Payton, the father.
Cooper Manning.
Cooper.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah.
know that from those commercials, with the Caesars commercials, where he would just they would just kind of make fun of Cooper the whole time, because his kids are like better than him. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I feel like Kanye West and Antonio Brown owning any team would not be a good
That would not be good. That
combination.
would
That's
be
not
good.
going to go well.
Where is Antonio Brown getting all that money from?
Dude,
Just
he is
I
broke.
mean, he made a
is
ton of
broke.
money in his years in
To buy a team.
Pittsburgh.
He doesn't have billions.
He has millions though.
There's
I don't know, hold
I
on,
bet
so-
his net worth.
Kanye's got
Kanye-
bread.
Kanye's a billionaire, so
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be like
it'd be like
It's probably more Kanye
20%
paying,
Antonio
yeah.
Brown and 80%
Yeah,
Kanye.
yeah.
Antonio Brown probably is like, if you Google his net worth, it's probably like 30 million.
No, more than that, man.
Max.
More
20
than that.
million.
Yeah.
What?
max.
So how would Antonio Brown go about? So it would be like 1%
Like,
Antonio
yeah.
Brown and like
he never
99%
got paid
Kanye.
from the Raiders. He never got that.
He never
whole
did?
contract.
He never got paid from?
No, he never played for him.
Oh shoot.
I
He
didn't know
left
that.
in.
I thought he played at least
He
3
quit.
games.
He quit in spring training baseball in training camp.
It sucks. Do you think he was always like that, or you think that hit that he took against the Bengals made him like that?
I don't even know, dude. Something switched.
Like you think
Something
CTE
really
like did that to
switched.
him, or like was he always just weird like that? Because he wasn't. I
He
feel
was
like
never like weird.
in his early
bro,
years
like-
he was just kind of like he was just a really good player, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it was Madden 19 did it to him.
yeah.
He never really like talked. Like now he's just like he can't close his mouth.
And now he just like says the dumbest things you can imagine.
Yeah.
Like he finally has one person vouching for him, and that's Tom Brady, and he turns his back on him
Yeah.
and like just starts trash talking.
Yeah.
Tom
Then
Brady.
yeah.
Like,
Then he talks.
that was
so
the
much stuff
one
about
dude
him.
that believed in you, and then you go and
Yeah.
stab him in the back.
You know, like he sucks. Like
Yeah. Tom Brady was the one who brought him onto the Bucks, pretty much.
yeah.
He like
100%.
begged Bruce Arians
Yeah.
to sign him, and then he was great. He was great at the Bucks, and then he
And they just felt like taking off his jersey.
ended up running away because they were losing to the Jets.
Toss
Yeah,
it
he
to
was-
the
The
just
Jets
dumb.
ended Antonio Brown's career,
That's funny.
and in a way, I guess.
They've ended a lot of careers. Mostly their
Mostly
own
on
players.
their own.
Their
on their
own
own
player.
team.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could think there's a graveyard of quarterbacks who have tried to be good at the Jets and have not been able to.
Just fail after fail.
Anyone besides Mark Sanchez. Well, I guess Mark Sanchez still counts.
Mark Sanchez is a fail.
So everyone since Joe Namath
That's sad.
has been a failure at the Jets.
Remember the butt fumble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
Can't recover from that.
You can't, bro.
Sam Darnold fell cursed to it. He can't even get away from the team and be good.
That's sad, bro. I thought he was gonna be nice.
Me too. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah, he'll be good at the Panthers," and I kind of felt the same way. And then he was not. He was terrible.
Yeah, he was.
He was the Jets' Sam Darnold, just on a different team.
Yeah.
It's probably because Robbie Anderson was there.
Yeah.
Probably.
Robbie Anderson's leaving now, though. And I don't wonder because after his pretty terrible season, I don't know where he's gonna go. Hopefully, the Patriots.
You see Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams staying?
I hate that. It really makes me angry that massive contract extension lowers Aaron Rodgers' cap hit.
Yeah.
They need to change the way that cap space works in the
Mhm.
NFL, because that's ridiculous. Dude's getting paid $50 million a year, and yet his cap hit is less what it was in his previous contract. And that money that they got back from the cap hit, they used to franchise tag Devontae Adams. That's that's dumb.
I was hoping for a fun off season. It was Aaron Rodgers was gonna be in a new team.
That would have been sick.
Devontae Adams was
That
gonna be
would've
in a
been
new
sick.
team.
Then they meet up in the playoffs, and
Chris Godwin.
Yeah, they meet up in the playoffs.
Chris Godwin was gonna be in a new team. And everyone just got smacked.
Yeah, everyone just got franchise
tag.
tagged. It's so
Yeah.
lame, dude. You know the franchise tag amounts. Chris Godwin's getting paid more than Devontae Adams is.
Yeah, it's the average
That's
of the
crazy.
top 3 highest paid.
Yeah. That's annoying to me because Devontae Adams is probably the best receiver in the league. So
That's like why the
D-Hop,
the Browns just franchise tagged David Njoku, their backup tight end.
and they're gonna
What?
keep
Like
Austin
what?
Hoover, their starter.
Yeah.
I think it's because the Browns run a primarily run-first offense, and Njoku's a good blocking tight end. But it's kind of like franchise tagging an O-lineman.
You can find
Yeah.
a blocking.
I guess
tight
the
end in
Chiefs did
fourth
do that,
round
though.
now.
The Chiefs franchise tagged, what's his name, Orlando Brown,
That's
their
different.
tackle. So, but
That's
he was like an all-pro tackle, so that's different.
That's different than a backup tight end.
Yeah.
You can find a blocking tight end in the 4th round.
Yeah, true. The Browns aren't in the best of spots right now.
Who are
Big-
they got to draft?
Do they? What pick do they have?
I don't know. I
They're
want to
probably in the
look up the picks
They're
real
probably
quick.
in the teens.
I mean,
weren't-
their team isn't bad.
They're just not good.
They're just not
They're
good.
they're the most mediocre team in the NFL.
Who, Browns?
I think they should.
I'd say they're a little
They should
below.
trade either Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb, because they're
Yeah.
both really good and they can both be RB1s wherever they go. And they could get value for either of them.
But their whole offense is if we can't run, they're not going to be able to win.
Yeah, can't rely on Baker.
They don't even have any receivers either.
Oh, they need a receiver. That's what they're gonna draft. Their best receiver is, Landry's leaving,
Browns have the
so their best
13th
receiver is
pick.
Donovan Peoples-Jones,
Yeah.
followed by
Murdered.
I don't even know Anthony Schwartz and
I couldn't even tell you.
Jamarcus Bradley. I think I don't know.
What pick?
Some
They have
no name.
13th.
13th?
Yeah, 13th.
They're gonna take a receiver. They're gonna take
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
You think so? I think they'll take Chris Olave.
They're like both the same receiver almost.
Literally, but
They're like a
think-
carbon copy of each other.
I think Garrett Wilson's going to go 11 or 12.
Is one taller than the other, or are they the same height?
Garrett Wilson's probably a little taller. Because Chris Olave is more of a speed guy.
Yeah. I don't know, because they already have a deep threat with Donovan Peoples-Jones. That's kind of all he's worth.
Yeah.
And then they need a receiver. They need a wide receiver one who can kind
I
of do
feel like
everything well.
these wide receivers in this class are not that good.
What? I think they're very good.
Really?
Yeah, the dude is I don't know. I don't know if any of them are
Compared to last year and 2 years ago, I thought
there's
they
no
were
receivers
stacked.
this year that are going to be
Last year
I
they
think they're
stand
going to
out,
be
like-
amazing,
I
but
know what you mean.
there's a lot of receivers that are going to be good to
Yeah,
great.
I feel you.
Because you got Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Drake London, John Mechie, Jamison Williams, Jahan Dotson, Treylon Burks. That's just named 7 off the top of my
That
head.
guy from Memphis killed the combine. I forget his name.
Yeah, I
though.
forget his
Some
name.
Curtis.
I didn't see that.
That dude who
Dope.
ran a 4.28 at 6'3", Tyquan
Yeah.
Thornton.
Yeah,
I
I
just
saw
named
that.
8 off the
I
top
saw
of my
that,
head that
yeah.
were have the potential to be really good. I think one of them has to end up being a stud.
Yeah.
Because you could probably get really good value in the with a class that deep. You could get good value in the second round.
You get good value anywhere.
Yeah.
Best receivers in the NFL.
And
Cooper
plus, with
Kupp.
some of these injuries, some of these guys are going to drop to the 3rd or 4th round, and you could probably still get really good talent from
Yeah.
them once they come back. John Mechie and Jamison Williams both got hurt, so they'd probably both drop to 2nd, 3rd round, and they're probably going to be really good. So I hope one of them ends up on the Patriots.
You like the Patriots?
Yeah, we need a receiver so badly. It's actually so sad.
Yeah, you guys-
Amari Cooper.
I would love Amari Cooper. Dude. He actually fits our scheme so well.
Is he a free agent?
Yeah.
Really?
Or well, no, he's not.
He's
But they're
leaving.
gonna cut him for cap space
Oh.
because he has a $20 million cap hit this year. And then the Patriots just cut Kyle Van Noy, who cleared like $6 million cap space. They're clearly trying to clear cap space to bring in somebody
Yeah.
because they're cutting a bunch of people. And I just hope it's not like Braxton Berrios, dude. Even though that would be so typical, of Bill Belichick. Someone a little better would be nice. Some big name receiver.
He's about to pick up like a sleeper, and he's gonna be nice.
That's what they always do. They don't because they refuse to pay anybody.
Yeah, I know.
That's why they're letting J.C. Jackson walk,
Yeah, that's
even though he
dumb.
had like a top 3 corner season this year.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Because they don't want to pay him because he said he wants to be the highest paid corner in the NFL.
Well,
And they're like, we're not giving you that kind of money.
Yeah,
You
they
can
can't.
go do it somewhere else. I'm sure they'll just find another 6th-round pick to some guy that or some guy that was undrafted and just make him into a stud because that's what they do.
Like when they drafted a D2 guy in the second round.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Or when they took Chris Hogan, remember that?
Yeah.
He was a stud. He was a stud. He played lacrosse, bro.
Yeah.
He came out of lacrosse. And
Nah,
then
they'll
started
just
playing
pick the most
football.
random nobodies and they'll end up being good.
Yeah. He got out of nowhere.
Didn't Chris Hogan go to Monmouth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he went to
Like
Rutgers.
the
I
only
think.
professional football player to come
He
out of Monmouth.
They transferred to Rutgers.
Monmouth, the guy who played in the Cowboys for some time, Miles Austin, from
Really? He
way
was in
back
Monmouth?
when. He went to Monmouth.
He went to Monmouth.
No one. I don't feel like no studs ever come out of Monmouth. That like
You never, yeah.
Rutgers, you get a few.
Yeah.
Gus Edwards is from Monmouth, Or
Mohamed
not
Sanu.
from Monmouth, from Rutgers.
Yeah.
Mohamed Sanu went to Rutgers.
Yeah, some Rutgers some pretty good guys. But, anyways, I'm kind of sad they're gonna let J.C. Jackson go because now we're gonna have no corners. I guess we'll probably have to draft one, but it'll probably be in the 6th round because we can't draft well in the first to save our lives.
What pick do you guys got? Let me see.
Nikhil Harry.
Nikhil Harry. I have his jersey,
That's
I bought an authentic, full like $100 Nikhil Harry jersey when he got drafted.
it's pretty worthless.
Yeah,
Eagles
I
have
think I
3
threw it out.
picks.
He's not even the same number as when he signed. Like,
Ouch.
Patriots have the 21st pick.
I'm gonna guess probably a corner first round and a receiver second, if But knowing Bill Belichick, he'll draft some stupid like useless guy at first round and
Yeah.
then pick some.
Top 2 corners are probably gonna be gone by then anyway.
Yeah, I would take Ahmad Gardner. I wouldn't mind him. He's a beast.
Gonna have to trade up for him.
Yeah, probably.
Derek
don't know.
Stingley's a beast.
I mean,
too.
regardless of who we draft in the first round, I'm gonna have to pay attention to our late round picks, because they end up being good.
Getting
sometimes.
blinded by this light right now.
Yeah, it's very
I
bright.
keep looking at it.
Yeah, just don't look at it. Because
It's
last
messing
year
me
the
up.
Patriots drafted Mike Onwenu in the 6th round, and he's a stud guard. So I love that a lot. They tend to do it. Whatever.
There's some good guards in this class.
There's a lot of good O-linemen in this
a
class.
lot of good old linemen.
You got Evan Neal, Tyler
They're
Linderbaum,
Huge. They're huge. I was watching
and they can run, dude.
I was watching the Senior Bowl. Oh my God, dude.
Some of them are so agile.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that
Look at
defensive
Georgia.
lineman Jordan Davis, dude?
Yeah.
Jordan Davis ran a 4.8.
Monster, dude.
4'8", 340 pounds. Bro?
It's insane. He's gonna be wrecking defenses all day long.
I don't know how that's possible.
Is he projected first round?
Yeah. End of the first round, he's projected, I think.
Yeah.
Dude,
I wouldn't
he
mind
can
the
play
I wouldn't mind the
both ways,
Patriots
too.
drafting him. They could use some front 7 help. They
You know who I
really,
could
they don't
see
they don't
drafting
get
him?
much
You know
pressure
who I
on the
could see
quarterback.
drafting him? The Giants.
You think?
The Giants
I could see the Giants
could
picking
never
him up.
make a good first round pick.
I could see them picking him up.
Giants?
I don't know why. I could see them picking
The
him up.
Giants had like
There's-
the worst first round pick last year.
Out of
Kadarius Toney was
10
awful.
Picks,
What?
out of the top 10 picks, there's going to be 2 busts, and it's going to be 5-7.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 2 Giants picks.
Well,
No, it's
I
gonna
mean
be one of
last
the
year
Giants picks.
I remember I'm gonna call Giants fans out right now because when they drafted Kadarius Toney last year,
Young
I remember
Joker.
the night of they were all so upset, and then the next morning they acted like it was like the best thing ever.
Yeah, it's because they saw him, like, do a juke in
Yeah,
practice.
they showed like his highlight tape and they're like, oh, maybe this guy actually isn't bad, but he
They played his new album,
yeah.
Young Joker.
I honestly think they could have gotten Kadarius Toney in the 2nd round. They could have gotten him with their 11th pick in the 2nd round. They did not need to use their first round pick on him. They could have used it on a corner or some other stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of the best rookie receivers, Amon Ross St. Brown, was drafted in, like,
The 4th.
the 4th, yeah.
Probably the 4th best rookie receiver, maybe even 3rd if you want
Probably.
to compare it to Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
He's a stud. I think he'll continue to be a stud.
A lot of good receivers fall. You get them late. Devonta
exactly.
Adams, Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp, Renfro.
I mean, Devonta Adams wasn't super late. It's like 2nd round. was late second round.
Oh yeah, but he became
Cooper
a
Kupp was
freaking
what?
Beast.
He was 4th round.
4th round? Wow, that's crazy.
Where'd he go to college?
Eastern Washington, some like nothing, nowhere college.
Jesus.
His only offer.
Yeah.
That was the only offer?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
He was like his 1-star recruit
Yeah.
out of high school. Adam Thielen was a 0-star recruit out of high school.
Jeez.
He's the ugliest player in the
Where'd he go?
NFL.
True. I don't know, where did Thielen go?
I think he went somewhere in Minnesota.
I mean, he's
I might
on
be
Minnesota
wrong.
right now.
I know. I feel like he went to a cold school,
Yeah.
like a northern,
Maybe.
southern, eastern, South Dakota A&M.
Yeah, he went to Minnesota State University,
Hmm.
which is probably also like his only offer.
Yeah, probably.
That was, I mean, a lot of players come up like that. Like, Aaron Rodgers got noticed in high school because there was a college scout there to see somebody else. And, like, Aaron Rodgers was not on the radar as, like, a big name in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the college scout was there to see somebody else, and then he saw Aaron Rodgers throwing, like, in high school, throwing, like, 60 yards, like, with ease.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, we need this guy on our team.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of players get recognized, though.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them don't have any, like, because it's all about opportunity.
Yeah.
And how, like, what your connections are and how you can get into the NFL. So, a lot of them aren't like, I mean, how many players can you think that were, like, 5-star recruits out of high school are still, like, studs now? I can only think of one. That's Derrick Henry.
I don't even look at high
Derrick
school
Henry has been,
5-stars.
like, the biggest name since he started.
I don't even know any high school
Well, Derrick Henry his like first 2 years in the NFL, he wasn't even that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Split time with Deion
But you think,
Lewis
like,
in
the way he came
Tennessee.
up, he was a 5-star recruit out of high school. He went to Alabama. He was a stud at Alabama, and then then he became a stud in the NFL eventually. He's the only player I can think of as like that. A lot of these guys come from nowhere and just like
Yeah, they just go off in college.
suddenly are really good like that.
The next one's gonna be Archie Manning, the nephew of Peyton and Eli.
Is he?
He's going. They don't
He's
even
a-
know where they're saying Ole Miss maybe.
I think he's a junior right now. He's a number
No,
one.
he's a senior. I think he's a senior.
I think he's class 2023.
I thought he was 22.
He's the number 1 high school football player in the country.
Really?
He's,
He quarterback,
He's
right?
nice.
Yeah,
he's a
nice.
quarterback.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
He hasn't decided.
Probably.
Does he have offers from like all the big
I think
name
everywhere.
schools?
It's like Alabama, Ole Miss. I think he's gonna go to Alabama or Ole
I think he's
Miss.
gonna go
I
Ole
wouldn't go
Miss.
as a quarterback. I wouldn't go to Alabama.
Yeah, I wouldn't go down.
You get accused of being a system QB.
Yeah. Mac Jones went to Alabama, and he's
He got
mediocre.
and he got accused of being a system QB. He still does.
He's mediocre.
He's not mediocre.
He's
Don't hate, bro.
He's a mediocre.
Don't hate
quarterback.
Plus, he's only a rookie.
Yeah.
Like people act like there's no room for him to improve. He's gonna get better. And he wasn't even bad this year.
That's from a Patriots fan perspective.
Any rookie's gonna get better. Even Zach Wilson.
I mean, yeah,
even
he
Zach
had a
Wilson,
great
who was
season,
terrible
though.
this
He
year,
had
is
a
gonna
great
get better.
season.
Jamarcus Russell never got better.
Jamarcus Russell
got
is
bigger.
different. He's a different case. You guys seen the article about him? They handed him blank tapes or
Yeah, those like
They put-
told him to watch film.
I
they
didn't
told him
see
to watch
that.
film and they handed him blank tapes and they asked him what plays he liked and he said he liked all of them.
Oh, that's just
He is the biggest bust,
set him
dude.
up for failure.
Him or Ryan Leaf. They were the biggest bust of all time. But no, I mean I don't understand why people
No,
hate
he
on
has
Mac Jones. I
potential.
guess it's because he's a Patriot and people hate the Patriots. But
Probably because what happened in the playoffs.
oh yeah, that was. I can't. I mean, no, I can say I expected better. I didn't expect him to win. I didn't expect him to get blown out like that. That was so sad. They just didn't come to play that day. Whatever. We'll be back next year. Because the Dolphins aren't going to be good next year.
Unless they get Deshaun Watson.
Not going to get Deshaun Watson's going to prison
Yeah.
before he goes to another NFL team. I said this since the start of his like cases
Mhm.
per se. He's not playing in the NFL ever again. He's going to jail.
Like, what's even going on with him? It's like, is there like a trial going on?
I think
Or is he
just
just, like-
yesterday we saw that he's going to stand before a jury in like a month or two.
Oh, really?
So I'm pretty sure he's going to get convicted because he only got like one of those cases dropped.
I mean, if you're playing the odds game, he has to get convicted of one.
Yeah.
What was
And
it,
if
like
he
20
gets
something?
convicted of even one of them, he's done.
Yeah.
What were all of his charges?
All
Sexual
Sexual
assault,
assault.
all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Holy, bro.
They accused him of sexually assaulting his massage therapists,
Jesus Christ.
and that's why like he had so many of them, because they didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I think the Dolphins are done. You know what I'm really upset about? Calvin Ridley, dude, because I think he was about to be a Patriot.
I don't know.
Apparently, the Patriots they were like working out a deal for him right
could
before
see
he
it.
got suspended for gambling. He would have been great. Calvin Ridley's young, he's talented, and now his career is over.
You think it's over?
He won't have played in a year and a half.
Yeah, but he's coming off an injury.
Can he practice while he's suspended?
Yeah,
No,
not with the
no,
team.
not with the team.
Yeah, so I mean, like,
Yeah,
what,
him
what
and
do you
Antonio
do
Brown
then?
can run routes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go into his
Him, Antonio
backyard.
Brown, and Deshaun Watson can run routes together.
Yeah.
In prison.
Yeah, that's what-
And Henry Ruggs.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad. I feel like that was way too harsh a punishment for.
Henry Ruggs.
Dude, Adrian Peterson beat his wife and he got like 6-game suspension.
Yeah.
But Calvin Ridley bets $1,500 in the state where betting is legal on a legal betting site, with no insider information used.
Wait,
and
what
he gets
was it?
suspended
What was it? A football bet or?
Yeah.
whatever. They have
It was the
one.
same game.
He was in Florida,
Oh,
and
same game.
he was in Florida. They only have one app that's legal in Florida, and he used that app.
Oh, that sucks.
He bet $1,500. No insider information was used,
Did he win?
and no, he bet an 8-team parlay. Like he
was
was never going to win.
He was going for it all.
And they suspend him for a year.
That's a little much.
But like, why not just Calvin Ridley? Just go to your friend and be like, "I'll give you $1,500. Place this for me."
Yeah, why don't they just like, I don't know, just fine him
It's
and
like, why would
suspend him
you
like a
place it
few
under your
games?
own
Like,
name?
Yeah. Definitely fine.
Will Fuller used PEDs and got suspended for 6. Like,
I forgot about Will Fuller.
that's because he fell off. That's
It's
because
all-
he's on
it's
the
all 'cause-
Dolphins, and the Dolphins are
All
terrible.
because when the White Sox rigged the MLB in like the 40s. So
What
now
was their punishment for that?
they got, I think everyone on the team got banned from the MLB.
Really?
Yeah.
Banned.
The
Like,
whole team got banned from the
Jeez.
MLB.
or everyone involved with it. It was a whole scandal.
Was it
Jeez.
betting?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like they would rig the games with like the mafia and stuff.
Jeez.
That's the 40s for you.
Yeah, that really is.
I wonder how you catch him. In the 40s, you don't have much like investigative power.
Undercover.
They must have made it like really obvious at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I still feel like Ridley's punishment is too harsh. Like, it should have been like
Definitely,
4 or
definitely,
5 game
definitely too
suspension,
harsh.
like, and like a fine. That's
Yeah.
it. Like,
I should have fined him $1,500.
yeah. They should.
But it's like fining.
The dude bet $1,500 and lost $10 million.
Yeah. He didn't even win the bet. Like, if he won the bet,
What
that'd
if?
be slightly more.
I mean, I don't think it would have put a dent in his payout.
No, not at all.
He would have still lost millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel bad for him because I don't think that was a fair punishment. There's like massive social media outrage over it because it's, all these players that like had cases of like domestic violence and
Yeah.
like drug abuse and all that other kind of stuff. Like it got like 6-game suspensions, 4-game suspensions, 2-game suspensions. And then Calvin Ridley gets banned a year for sports betting.
He'll probably appeal it.
They have
it
to,
Might,
dude.
it might get knocked down to like 10 games.
I just want
Maybe.
to see him back this season, Mike.
He'll
He
go
was
to-
my 2nd-round pick in fantasy this year, by the way.
That
It was
a
rough.
pick.
Yeah, my team was still like, up until the playoffs, they were unstoppable.
I had extremely unstoppable.
He was
team.
he still has to do his fantasy punishment.
So does Boz.
He's coming last 2 years in a row.
Boz, if you're watching, you still got to do your punishment.
What is it?
I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, what's
Danny,
his- what's
cut
his
to the
punishment?
camera. Boz, you gotta.
Danny,
What
cut
camera?
to Justin's camera.
Boz, you gotta go to the store. You gotta pick out all the gross things. You gotta blend it and you gotta drink it. You gotta do your punishment.
Oh, that's his fantasy
Oh,
punishment.
that is awful. That is awful.
Danny's punishment is that he has to run the milk mile.
The milk mile.
You're talking to a collegiate runner right here, though.
He might do that easy.
The milk mile. The milk does things to you, man.
Dan-
Twist your stomach a little
and
bit.
it's not it.
Danny runs
Then
miles
at
in
the
his
end of the
sleep.
milk mile, he has to do an ocean plunge.
That's
And
sad.
then after that, he has to spend a night with just the girls in our group.
Hey, that's fire.
Wait, his girlfriend can't be there.
That
Oh.
sucks.
So that's so we have a 3-part punishment.
It's a rough punishment.
Yeah, it is a rough punishment.
Do better, Danny.
Danny already had to do an ocean plunge last year too,
You stink.
He came in last 2 years in a row.
That's impressive.
And he
impressive.
he did his ocean plunge while it was snowing in February.
You should do it soon.
He's trying to scapegoat his way out of it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to do it in February. He doesn't want to do it when it's cold. So we have to make. We're gonna make you do it eventually, you know.
I'm probably gonna do it, like 2 weeks after nationals.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Because you're gonna have to do it eventually. But my fantasy team is pretty unstoppable this year. I came in. I've done fantasy for 3 years now, and I've come in first in the regular season every one of those years.
Dang.
I had the best team in fantasy football history this season, and no one showed up in the second round of playoffs.
No one showed up in my first round of the playoffs.
I
either.
vouched.
I was a first round exit as the first seed.
I made a promise to
First
myself
round exit.
that the only person I'd bring back from that team is Cooper Kupp.
Oh, you ate
Everyone
coffee out of that.
else is gone. Jonathan
trying to-
Taylor, gone. Kamara, gone. Kittle, gone.
I'm trying to think of my
Godwin,
team was
gone.
Godwin gone.
Damn, Kamara, Kittle, Godwin. That's a good team. I had.
How many people you had?
10.
I was in a 12-man league. My team was Brady, Devontae Adams, Debo Samuel, Michael Pittman,
Dude,
Calvin
what?
Ridley. My tight end was. Oh, who was my tight end? T.J. Hawkinson.
Dude, what?
My running backs were Joe Mixon, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Josh Jacobs, Javonte Williams. My kicker was Justin Tucker.
I had the number one kick, too. I had Nick Folk.
He had Nick Folk. That was his best player.
My team,
Consistently would put up more points than the rest of his team.
going to the playoffs, I won 11 straight and then lost in the second round after my first round bye.
Yeah, I went 12-2 regular season, then
Yeah,
lost to the
bad
8 seed in the first round.
Damn.
Yeah, who barely made the playoffs on like a little, and then he won. He barely made the playoffs. He won the playoffs because of like one touchdown in the final week, and he won the whole thing. Our 8 seed won the entire tournament.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who was it?
Ethan Brower.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Dude, you don't understand. I thought I was gonna kill him.
So did I. I asked for our money before the playoffs started, and then I scored 74 points.
Yeah, no, that's what I did too. I was like, because my team up to that point had been averaging like 140
So did
in a
mine.
12-man league.
I didn't play this
I had
year
over 2,000
because
points.
You didn't play,
I'm just-
dude. Fantasy is so essential for football.
I'm so bad at picking people. I don't know why.
Fantasy football is essential.
I'm
for
telling you, my
Sundays.
strategy this year. You know what I did? I just drafted rookies.
Yeah.
I picked a pretty decent team for my starting lineup, and then my bench was all rookies: Trey Lance, Trey Sermon, Javonte Williams, Jalen Waddle. I had my whole bench was rookies, and then as their value picked up, I just sold them.
That's my biggest issue. I'll always draft a good rookie, and then the round that I'll drop him before the season starts because I'll see like a vet. I'm like,
Well, that's what Danny did last
A
year.
few years ago,
You know what Danny did last year? Danny, after week 2, he dropped Justin Jefferson.
so did I.
Jeez.
I dropped Justin Jefferson last year and Antonio Gibson.
And then Grady picked him up, and it was the best decision he ever made.
Yeah, my first round pick was Saquon out there.
Yeah.
Who tore his ACL.
That happened to me. That's when I played.
Wait, Danny, who
I
was your
played
first round
last
pick this year?
Um,
My first round pick was Devontae Adams this year. He didn't do me wrong, but he didn't do me right. If I pick you first round, I want you to be wide receiver
my
1.
first rounder was Zeke.
Oh, yeah, you picked Zeke.
That's not even bad. He finished as the RB6.
Okay, but
he was like a lame RB6.
He
He was like 17 a game.
he was like
RB6.
not fun
Yeah.
to watch.
He was
Yeah, my second round pick was Darren Waller.
Like he wasn't exciting. Yeah, your team was rough, dude.
Injuries, man.
Yeah.
He's playing every year.
Yeah, that's terrible. Because you had oh, what's his name? Okay, you had Zeke and then you had Darren. And Zeke was dude, Zeke was a fine first round pick, but I picked Joe Mixon in the 3rd round at the end of the 3rd round, and he was finished as the RB5. So I went no running backs first 2 rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
I went 3 running backs.
I went 2 last year.
Kamara,
and then-
Jonathan Taylor, James Robinson.
Yeah,
One of
I
them
went
was
2
a
wide
bust.
receivers and then 2 running backs. All right, you ready to wrap it up now?
Yeah. All right. Hitting on me.
Can we
Put the
get
camera on Michael.
Mike's face?
Thank you guys for watching this podcast, and have a good rest of your day.